you look at the modern prison industrial complex, that still is the essential baseline economy of this country. Ripping people off in body and mind and soul and cultural expression, having them produce wealth for somebody else. John Downing and Charles Husband said in terms of media, this creates a situation where we have racism as the conceptual original sin of this country, where white people can only be white if black people are black and therefore negative or worse. White supremacy only works, white people can only be great if they can demonstrate that black people are inferior. Right, so that's why James Baldwin used to say, when a white man calls me nigger, I don't get mad, I just ask him why you need me to be one. Because if I'm not a nigger, that means you're not who you think you are, and everything collapses. Marimba Ani and Amos Wilson famously have talked about that this also includes a component culturally where black people have to be removed from their African selves. That you can only dominate black people or African people by removing their cultural recognition of themselves as African. How this works in terms of industry, we have a situation where basically 3 corporations at this point dominate everything that we see, read, and hear in terms of all media, but in terms of radio and music specifically, it's really actually down to 2. If we look at, and I'll try to show you just very quickly in a moment, with something I got from Paul Porter and his colleague Lisa Fager at IndustryEars.com, and I know we're going to hear from them later. If we look at the top 10 or 20 songs that are played on black radio throughout the country, all of them are owned by really just 2 companies, Universal Music Group and Warner Music, and Sony at this point. This is a little bit of a dated model, but Warner Music Group sometimes has one in the top 20, but very rarely, and EMI almost never has a song in the top 20. So everything we read or we're hearing in terms of black cultural expression is owned by really just 2 companies. And as others have said, everything you hear or see on commercial media is owned, or if you listen to commercial radio, you will likely live and die and never hear an artist who owns her or his own music.